Yeah, we started from the bottom, now we're here. Thank you for being my friend. Oh, yeah.
You're welcome to the Family Podcast. It's Rome.
Yo, this your girl LocGoddess.
Ah ha ha! It's your cousin Leem.
And they call me Uncle Cliff. This is the Family Podcast. We're coming to you with our first episode ever. We're going to talk about all types of things that's going on right now, all types of topics and everything. So tune in and invite your friends and everything to listen to us. So I hope everybody have a great night tonight. So here we go.
Shut up. All right, so everybody tell me how y'all days went. Go ahead, lot guys.
Hello.
Yeah. Nah, my thing when I was chilling, doing what I do, work on music, all that jazz. You feel me? What's good with y'all?
Hey, shit, man. I was macking. Like, I was just chilling all day. Trying to get some stuff done, being productive. A
See
productive
you.
member of society. Got a haircut, so I'm over here looking like.
I don't think they want to hear all that. But anyway, everybody, we're going to start with our topic today. Rome, take it away.
All
Damn.
right,
We
so
don't want to know how your day was.
my day, my day was
Nah.
pretty good. My day was pretty good. It was pretty chill. I actually sold my 10th book today, so I'm pretty excited
Oh
about
yeah,
that.
y'all make sure y'all go cop. Y'all support my
Congrats on
boy
my boy.
Damian Rodriguez. You know the guy wrong. Y'all support him, man. Y'all support
Yeah,
him.
man,
Get
But
get that
pieces
book
on me.
if you haven't bought it, if you haven't purchased it, it's on Amazon. Please
Yeah,
check it
pieces of
out.
me. It's pieces of me by Damian Rodriguez. So go cop that.
Hmm
Appreciate that.
big
So
facts.
So the first topic that we're going to talk about today is if you should. Hold on, let me pull it up. Let's see. All right. So would you rather have sex on the first night, or would you wait until you have time in? What you think? So, lot guys, you go first.
See, I got two different opinions with this. You know what I mean? I got two different opinions. Now, if you have sex on the first date, you wanna know if you wanna be with this person. You feel me? Because if you wait, the sex might be trash, and then now you stuck with a
hmm
person that his sex is trash.
hmm
You feel me? But if you have a person wait, they. I feel like they. My opinion. I feel like they might value they self more than a person who doesn't wait. You feel me? I
Yeah.
don't know. It's different opinions. What you think? What you think, Cliff?
Um, what do I think about that? Me personally, I don't think sex on the first night, on the first date, determines the relationship or whether or not you're going to be with the person, because it's all about the vibes and everything. So, it could be the first date, third date, whatever. That's not going to determine whether or not you should be with that person. I just feel like you have to have that vibe first. You shouldn't just get to it. Personally, I like to, get to know the person first, even though, we don't see each other every day. We talk at least on the phone. And then, if it builds up to it, then yeah, it could happen. And I could see a relationship come out of that. That's what I think about that.
I mean, me personally though, I don't. It's kind of a two-way street for me though.
That's how I
Like
feel.
that
Hmm.
person gotta that person gotta be feeling you enough to like want to at least explore that option with you. But I think society has placed such a damper on it. They make it seem like, if women put out on the first date, they a bunch of whores and is that and the third, when that's not necessarily true. You know what I mean?
You
You
right.
should be comfortable enough to express your sexuality. You know what I mean?
Hmm
Everybody should.
Right.
So with me, I'm with it. Like all the time. Like TTG with it. So
Train the
if
goat.
you
Train the
like
goat.
like if you like if I'm feeling your vibe, especially if it's a nice date, but it's not like, all right, when I say nice date, I don't mean like we ate somewhere that was like, good food or whatever. I mean, like romantic. Like it's a vibe all night from the time you get picked up to the time you get taken back home. Like it's good vibes. Is we feeling each other, we smiling, whatever. And we giving off those signals. Now it's up to you. It's up to the person rather whether they want to like get into it or not. You feel me?
Hmm.
Like as far as I go though, I don't see nothing wrong with it. Like I don't think you should wait. If you want to go for it, go for it. Like just don't hold back. And then text me like 5 days later, talk about, oh my god, on the first night, oh my god, I wanted to do this, that, and the third. Like you should have went for it. Cause now you don't know if I'm interested or not.
All right, I feel you.
Yeah, like, I don't know. It's just I feel like it's a preference, and it depends on how comfortable that person is with their sexuality overall. Like
I
it
agree.
don't make that relationship stuff. I don't think that matters.
Okay, okay.
Well,
Damon.
for me, it's more so if I'm interested in a person or not. Honestly,
So
um,
romantic.
if it's if I'm like really interested in a person, I'm definitely not about to smash on the first night. Because pretty much to piggyback off of what Cliff was saying and what Halim was saying too. Um, pretty much you just want to catch the vibe. I want to make sure I'm really interested into the person before I take it to the next level. Because obviously when you have sex with somebody, you're pretty much transferring energies.
Energies and stuff,
You're
right?
transferring those energies, and that it could be bad energies, it could be good
Hmm.
energies, and it's like I'd rather not transfer that bad energy if I'm not rocking with you. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Now, if it's with someone that I'm not interested in, I'm definitely smashing on the first night because like even though it can be a bad or good energy, I got that out the way, and I know like I'm not about to mess with them going forward because that bad energy can be like mess up your whole
Hmm.
vibe going forward, whether it be with with the relationship with them, whether it be pretty much anything. So if I'm not interested in a person, then I might smash on the first night and I just might never talk to them again. But if I'm really into you and I really see myself, going forward with you, then I'm definitely get to know you first. We're gonna vibe out, do whatever we can, and then if we get there, it's gonna happen organically, opposed to like, yo, you already know what it is. Like, drop them draws. Like, we about to get it in. Like, nah. I'd rather just get to know you first, and then when we get there, like just to pretty much piggyback off what Lean was saying, like make it romantic, make sure it's worth the sex. But then again, I want you to be able to like want to explore your sexuality as well. So I agree with that as well. But as far as me, if I'm not interested, more than likely fucking on the first night and that's it, just to get it off. If I am interested in you, I'm gonna wait.
See, I don't have no solid opinion on this. Like, I'm gonna go with the flow, personally. Like,
Right.
I really,
Like, hey, you know what it is.
Hey, I'm literally the same though. All right, so wait, I got a question for you though. So boom. All right. So say there is no vibe, but the date was all nice, it's romantic, whatever. She feeling it. If she feel like she want to give you something, right? Or she or he, whatever. Float y'all boats out there. But say say they want to give it up. So would you deny that? Would you deny that just because you wasn't feeling the vibe of the date? Because you can get a vibe from you could kind of develop a vibe from a little nightcap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
yeah, but then the vibe would just go off of just that though. Just it would like if
Right.
you not
So at this
feeling
point, it
the
would
vibe,
just be about sex,
text.
basically.
That's it.
Hmm.
But some
Especially
people,
if you're not vibing off a person before that.
but some people can like I said, energies transfer, right?
Hmm.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
somebody's energy could be like, all right, before I get too heavily invested in this person, I want to see what that's like, and they try you out, not to make you sound like some kind of product, but it is what it is. They try
Hmm.
you out, and they like what you gave them, but then they like what happens afterwards. Is this person going to stay? Is this person going to go? Like, like after he or she get what they want, are they going to leave? Are they going to call me back? Are they going to text me? They going to follow up? Are we going on another date or whatever? Because stuff like that can transition you into the friend zone. Because, like, say you deny it, or say they deny you, they
Mm.
could kind of like it could kind of like transition you into the friend zone. So
But
basically, what I'm trying to ask you is like, how you feel about being put in the friend zone?
in that regards,
And yeah, in that regards, because the person could have wanted it, but you denied it.
damn, that's a good question.
That's
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Let me marinate on that for a little bit. And I denied it. I mean, that's a because I have I've done it before, but I've denied it before. But it's only when like I wasn't strapped up. Like that's the only time I've really like denied. It's like, yo, I didn't expect it to happen. It's like I'm not about to raw dog you. It's like on
I
the
mean,
first, like yo, but so it's like I've never really there's never been a case where I had to deny somebody of that.
I was about to
But
ask you something.
if I had to do it, then it's all I guess it's all about communication, honestly. Like
Okay,
pretty much
I was about
communication.
to ask you something, but I ain't trying to get too personal for these people out here.
Go ahead, go ahead. We
Because,
family, right?
huh?
We
Yeah, we
family, right?
family. All right. When have you ever strapped up, niggas? You talking about you you do not strap up, nigga. You don't even know how to
Yo,
put your seatbelt
that
on properly.
bro, bro.
You
Nah,
talking?
I do. I strap up, bro.
he told him. He
I
said.
strap up.
He said he family. Yeah.
I do strap up. It's just that but it's like, bro, you've only known me not to strap up with girls I've been in a relationship with.
True.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like if it's a girl I see myself not being in a relationship with, I know I'm gonna have to strap up because like when you're doing it without protection, bro, like it feels that good. Like yo, maybe I should do it again. Nah, it's like if I'm doing it with it, while I'm strapping up, I know I'm not gonna want that feeling again. I know I'm not gonna mess with shorty again. So
I feel you.
he said, when
I
have you
get you.
strapped up?
Hey
Not to
man,
get all
look.
personal.
Hey man,
FYI, guys, I have a kid. I think that's the reason why he said that.
Oh man.
But to still go off of that, I don't know, man. Friend zone is like being in the friend zone is like kind of hard, especially in a situation like that.
yeah. I
Like,
feel like it's
especially,
just tough in general. Like, especially if you actually start feeling somebody and like, all right, say y'all go on dates. Y'all going on dates like constantly, all the time. But it's like you think it's a date,
yeah.
not them. So like they just going along with it. They going with the
Oh,
flow.
got you.
Yeah, you know what I mean. They just going along with it. They going with the flow,
Oh,
and then all
that
of a
sounds too
sudden,
familiar.
then when you start getting your feelings invested, then you let it be known. Then it's nah, I just thought we was friends type stuff. Like that's really hard to deal with in general.
Nah,
Like,
but people be knowing when somebody feeling them, but they just be trying to go along for the ride, man.
Mm-hmm.
People
Mm-hmm.
be
yeah,
knowing, people are that stupid.
Yeah, they do. They do it just for beneficiary reasons.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is benefiting me. Like, I'm having fun. I'm doing all this. This is stuff I want to do, and he's showing me or she's showing me, a good time while doing it. But I'm still not interested. Like, they know what's up. They know what's up. I mean, it's kind of messed up, but I mean that's how people are. Especially if they're young, they're pretty much just testing the waters at that point. And,
yo,
and they
how do you handle that? Like me, I'd be mad. I'd be so mad.
I be mad as hell.
that's where
I,
that's
I
where
start.
communication comes in, though. That's like the communication. You have to be like, yo, like what it is, but you have to ask them like, yo, what are you really looking for? But at the same time, like you don't want to ask them that because you don't want to hear the wrong answer. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like, yo, he's like, yo, what if they deny me? What if this is it? Like, what if this is only what we're gonna do? Just go out and hang together. Like, you're wasting your time with somebody, but you don't want to hear that bad answer. Like, oh, we're just friends, and then you're heartbroken. So you just keep going along with it, keep going along with it, keep going along with it,
yeah.
until
But then some
eventually,
people don't know, bro. Some people honestly don't know what they want. They like some people can convince you, like they like legit know. Like they'll convince you that they know that they know that they know. They so sure that I want a relationship up until marriage. Like I want to get married. I want to have kids. I want this. I want this. I want this. I want to build with somebody. I want to bond. Like I want this exclusive relationship. This, that, and the third. Right. So y'all start getting into it. Then all of a sudden it's like I thought I wanted this, but this ain't it. So now you real deeply invested into it, and don't have no kids with them. So you have some kids with somebody, and then they don't want all that stuff that they said that they wanted. Like
now you stuck
how
with the
I don't
kid.
understand how people handle that.
I think it's like
That's
people
what I'm trying
change.
to figure.
People change and they grow. You know what I mean? As time goes on.
Mm-hmm.
So that's I think that's just a part of that. Like you can't help that. And like you say, I don't know how people deal with that because that fucking sucks.
It does. It does.
It does. It
I,
sucks.
honestly,
Straight
I
up.
was in a situation like that before, and Halim could, he could vouch for me. I was in a situation like that where I was constantly doing things with a girl, and it literally led nowhere, bro. Like it literally led nowhere. Like we would go to like concerts, we would go to comedy shows, all that stuff. We would do all these things, and it literally led to nowhere because I'm not sure if she was invested. She seemed like she was invested, but it never got there. It never got to the next level. Like we didn't even at this point we didn't even have intercourse. Like we didn't do none of that. Yeah, so like I was literally in the friend zone for so long, and Halim knew it. Halim knew it. Like he was like, bro, just at least try. I'm like, bro, like, I don't want to mess it up, like, cause we were literally having fun. We were having a lot of fun, but it just never got there, and it hurt. It hurt. It hurt to the point that I wrote a piece about it. I wrote a poem about it, and it hurt me when I wrote it. I was like, dang, like I felt like a sucker. You know what I'm saying? Because I kept spending on this bread. It's like not that money values any type of relationship with a person, but like yo, I was spending
When
time
it
like
don't go
my time.
nowhere, it do.
Yeah, time.
When it don't go nowhere, when you like wasting your time thinking that it's something that is not, and that person know how you feel and they not telling you, money do then has a value. Like me for instance, like I was dating somebody, taking them on dates, whatever, spending bread. I pay for the I pay for the palm. I pay for the limo, part of the limo, and I didn't even go. And got their mother something for Mother's Day. You know, just putting money out here and there, whatever. Money that I didn't necessarily have. Like I had it, but I didn't have like that. We young, fresh out of high school, no, you know what I mean, no job, none of that. And like it ended up being something totally what I other than what I thought it was. And it just opened my eyes to people. You know what I mean? It opened my eyes to a point where like now it's like, all right, before you even get to that point where you feel like you want to get your feelings involved, you really gotta put time in with everybody. Like some people so quick to jump into something that when it turns out to be something other than what it is, like your mind is blown, like your mind is gone. Then you hurt, you want to shut yourself off from the world. Then it's everybody else's fault. You know what I mean? Like people just, I don't know. Like when it comes down to it, like I feel like to save yourself I don't want to say embarrassment, but it is kind of embarrassing.
Yeah,
Save yourself that embarrassment. Put your time in, like put whatever time in that you putting in, but then be straight up. Like, yo, I want a relationship. Is that what you want? Is that what you pursuing? If they give you I don't know, cut that. If they say no, cut it. Like, you know what I mean? Don't keep trying. A lot of people force it, and then that's what really ends up like when it really becomes heartbreaking.
Mhm.
My boy Cliff, quiet. What happened?
Well, I'm gonna, yeah, I agree with what you just said, Halim. You know, like, if they tell you that they don't want what you want, they're not on the same page as you. Definitely want to cut them off, because I personally did that before too. I dated
Right.
someone for 7 months, and it took them 7 months to tell me that it wasn't working out. When like you were saying, you were spending money, paying for prom and all that stuff, limo and all that. It wasn't just about the money, but wasting your time and energy, period, on
Yeah.
somebody that's not even worth it could definitely change your perspective on relationships and things like that. So I definitely think you should, you know, get it all out the way when you first start talking. Like, what do you want exactly out of this? So.
Right. Right.
All right. I see y'all. I see where y'all heads at.
For real, for real. That's lit. I agree. I agree completely. Halim literally he literally brought me back to where I was at, like when all this stuff was happening. It's like, damn, you're right. It's like, but it's because we never really had those conversations. Like when I was where, like it was just, yo, you want to do this, you want to do this, like you want to kick it, like you want to go to the gym, like you want to, like we always offered each other, like, yo, you want to do something, you want to do something, but it never led to the next thing.
It was
But
probably just
Mm.
like y'all like being around each other, but I guess without saying it, you wanted more.
hmm
But and then, you know what I mean, no, like you said, communication.
but she knew, she knew. Everybody, I think everyone knew at that point. Like my family knew, Halim knew, like
I'm about to
my.
say everybody know Damien with somebody. Everybody know Rome with somebody. He showed it.
I'm invested, man.
Boy.
I invest myself.
Yo.
I invest myself. Like that's the reason why. Cause like I rarely when I'm with someone, I'm rarely with people. I'm rarely with someone. So when I'm with somebody, I really invest myself. So
Mm-hmm.
that's the reason why I did it. That's the reason why I kept doing it, because I was really invested in this person at that time. And it was like we were having such a good time. Like I don't know how to
Hey yo,
explain.
my
I don't know
man's
how to
was at
explain it.
work. Let me tell it, bro. My man's was at work. He was at work. He gave he gave me a rose and a poem to put on. I was coming home from work on a bus. It was dark. And it was no street lights on this street. And I'm walking down this street. And this was literally I said this is romantic, bro. Like this is the like this was the most romantic thing I've ever done that wasn't even for me. You feel me? Like give me a rose and a poem and told me, hey yo, whenever you got time when you get off work, just go slide that, put that on the porch. She not home yet. Da 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 da. Like you know what I mean? He was knowing schedules and all this other stuff. He was so attentive to this girl. Like attention to detail. Like when I say details, like I read it. I wasn't supposed to, but I read it. And then like like yo, I was like, wow, like he really feeling shorty. So I'm hyping everything up, and I feel bad too. Like I always meant to apologize for hyping it up and pushing you to go after that, but I kind of don't feel bad in a sense where like you need to be confident enough to shoot your shot. Like
True.
that was where I was going with that. But then when it didn't work out, I felt bad. So I was like, dang, like I set my boy up for failure. You know what I mean?
It's all good
And then
because
I'm
but
like,
we had a
I'm
good time,
like,
man.
yeah, but I was like,
That's
yo,
all that matters.
this dude right here, romantic. He's single right now, by the way, ladies.
Yeah,
So,
but
you know what I'm saying?
Rome. You know what I mean.
Hey yo, the God Rome on Twitter, THAGAWD Rome ROME.
And don't
Like
forget to cop that book.
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah, pieces of me. And y'all
author
see
of
what I'm
pieces of
talking
me.
about.
yeah. Author of Pieces of Me on Amazon, poetry book, 21 poems. You'll love it. You'll love it. Trust and believe that.
Yeah. What's the next thing we speaking on? Because that went on for a little bit.
Yeah, that went on for a
Yeah,
bit.
That was
yeah, it
good.
took
That
us
was
a
good.
while.
Yeah, that went on
Right.
for a bit. I think that one went on because I think we all found ourselves in situations like that.
Right, we all could relate to the topic. So basically, that's why we all had, to actually elaborate and, and how we feel about it and everything. because we all kind of went through the same thing and kind of like, that's why it's good to talk about stuff that everybody can relate to and everything. And that's exactly why this is the good place. This is the best place you want to be at. You want to listen to this podcast because we got more. We got more to come.
You already.
You feel me?
More to come. But
We gonna
yeah.
do the topic or
Let's get
we
the next
just
one.
like what's good?
What's the next one,
Let's
man?
see. Let's see what we
The
got. Let's
next
see what we
one.
got. Let's see what we're working with. Hold on.
You check the board, yo. Check the board.
I'm
Check the
checking the board.
board.
I'm checking
Check
the
the
board.
board. You want to take us to commercials?
I think we can leave it at that. Like everything that we got, everything else on the board, it's not gonna go into what what we would talk about today. So we might just have to leave the listeners with this one, and then we're gonna have to start the next one.
But
I bet. I
Okay.
like it. I like that.
All
I
right.
like
So hey, cousins, thank you. We appreciate y'all for listening. There's more to come.
Everybody, we had a good time. I hope
this
you.
weekend.
I hope you enjoyed.
alright, y'all. It's your girl LocGoddess.
It's Rome.
It's your cousin Leem.
And they called me Uncle Cliff.
Thank you for listening. Peace out.
Ah
Love.
ha ha.